Hello student. In today's session we start MHT CET previous year questions based on chapter number 3 kinetic theory of gases and radiation. So the question number 1 which is asked in the MHT CET 2017 examination. Ideal gas has pressure P, volume V and temperature T. Its M is the mass of each molecules and K is Boltzmann constant. M is the mass, K is the Boltzmann constant. The density of the gas molecule is. So here by gas equation for 1 mole we can write PV is equal to RT. nRT we can write, but if the number of moles is 1, for 1 mole of the gas we can write RT. So also we have to write here density. So density is mass upon volume. So I write here mass divided by volume. So here we can use this mass as a molar mass. So molar mass is Avogadro number multiplied by mass of single gas molecule divided by volume is V. So that volume we can write by gas equation. So V is equal to RT by P. So if I substitute this value of the volume, then we get this equation. Now here this equation we arrange mathematically and we write this P, then M into this N divided by R into T. The same equation I write P M divided by R into this N into T. R divided by N. R is a gas constant, N is the Avogadro number. It is equal to Boltzmann constant. So P M divided by K T. So this is the formula of density. And if you see all the option, it is written in option A. So option A is the correct option for this question. Next question. Gases exert pressure on the wall of container because the gas molecules. So listen, so you know that gases are constantly collide on the wall of the container. They exert some pressure, because of that we experiences pressure. When they collide, then they possess momentum, and because of that momentum we experiences here pressure. So here this answer for the momentum is the right answer, because we already obtained the derivation for the pressure. In that also we already obtained the momentum of the gas molecule. So here they collide on the wall of container as well as they collide on one another also, but the most appropriate option is here they possess momentum, and because of that gas exert pressure on the wall. Now next one, ratio of pressure exerted by two gases is. So here this is given ratio of pressure means P1 by P2 and their density in the ratio. So here this is a ratio of density ρ1 upon ρ2. The ratio of their RMS velocity is. Now here we know that pressure is 1 by 3 rho into RMS velocity square. So by using that, RMS velocity is equal to under root 3p by rho. So this is the formula. Now if we obtain relation by using that, then we get a formula. So here V1 by V2, we are taking ratio of 2 RMS velocity. Then RMS velocity and pressure relation is direct. So P1 by P2 I can write. And relation between RMS velocity and density is the inverse relation. So I can use here density 2 divided by density 1 here. Now we substitute the values, we get, so here RMS velocity 1 divided by RMS velocity 2 is equal to pressure ratio is 3 by 2 multiplied by density 2 divided by density 1. So here we get it is 3 by 2. So here in a root 9 by 4 we get root 9 is 3 and root 4 is 2. So we get V1 by V2 is 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 is written in option A. So option A is the correct option for this question. Next one. The velocity of 4 gas molecules are 1 kilometer per second, 3 kilometer per second, 5 kilometer per second, 7 kilometer per second. Calculate difference between average and RMS velocity. Now we have to find out two velocities here. Average velocity we have to find out, as well as RMS velocity we find out, and then we take the difference between these two. So here average velocity, V average is equal to, so 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 divided by 4. So it is coming 16 by 4. So it is 4 kilometer per second. So average velocity is 4 kilometer per second. Now we find out RMS velocity. So it is V1 square, means 1 square. I directly write 1 square plus second velocity is 3 square, third one is 5 square, and 7 square divided by 4. Now after solving this, 1 square is 1, 3 square is 9, 5 square is 25, and this is 49 divided by 4. Now here, so it is coming 35 plus 49 means 84 by 4. 84 by 4. So basically root 84 is coming 9 point something, maybe 9.123 it is coming. So let I write 9.2 divided by 4. So approximately I am writing here. I am not doing any exact calculation because I have to decide the answer. So 4 so here, and root 4 is 2. So 2 4 is 8, 1 and 6, approximately 4.6 it is coming. 4.6 kilometer per second. This is the approximate one. Then we have to write the difference between these. So it is near about 0.6 is coming, or maybe a less than 0.6, not greater than. So near about 0.6, if you see all the options, this option A is very much closer to this. So obviously this 84 by 4 may be coming 4.583. So you can check it later on also, and because of that difference is coming 0.583. Now next question. Assuming the expression for pressure exerted by the gas on the wall of container, it can be shown that pressure is. Now here pressure is, if you see the options, everywhere the kinetic energy is mentioned. So I can write here, so formula of kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is 3 by 2 RT. But here we have to write a pressure. So I write this equation in term of pressure, 3 by 2 PV. I can write RT, we can write PV by gas equation. So we can write pressure is equal to 2 by 3 kinetic energy divided by volume. So here pressure is 2 by 3 of kinetic energy per unit volume. So everywhere it is written kinetic energy per unit volume, but here 2 by 3, and 2 by 3 is written in option B. So option B is the correct option for this question. Next question. For a gas, R divided by Cv is 0.4, where R is the universal gas constant, C is a molar specific heat at constant volumes. It's a Cv. It's a molar specific heat at constant volume. The gas is made up of molecules which are. Now which molecule it is, we have to decide. We learn applications of specific heat, in that we already derived. So I consider first rigid diatomic. For rigid diatomic, the number of degrees of freedom is 5. So I can write its energy is 5 by 2 RT. So we can write specific heat at constant volume is du by dt. So du by dt. By using that, we get specific heat 5 by 2 R. CV is equal to 5 by 2 R. So I can write hence R upon CV is equal to 2 by 5. So it is coming 0.4. So here R upon CV is coming 0.4 for rigid diatomic gas molecule. So here rigid diatomic gas molecule is correct option. If it is not coming for the rigid diatomic, then next time we can check it for the monoatomic also, but we get the answer, so we are not checking for the monoatomic. So for monoatomic, you can derive in a similar manner, R upon CV. You can find out for monoatomic also. Internal energy is 3 by 2 RT because 3 degrees of freedom. Then by taking derivative, we get CV. It is 3 by 2 R. So R by CV is equal to 2 by 3. R by CV is coming 0.67 for monoatomic. But here in this question they given 0.4. 0.4 is coming for rigid diatomic. So we have selected the answer rigid diatomic. Now what about non-rigid diatomic molecule? So degrees of freedom for this is 6. Now for non-rigid, if it is a non-rigid, it has 3 translational degrees of freedom, 2 rotational degrees of freedom, and 1 vibrational degree of freedom. So total 6 degrees of freedom. So for rigid, 3 translational and 2 rotational. So 5 degrees of freedom is there. And again for polyatomic, 3 translational, 3 rotational, and some amount of vibrational degrees of freedom. If it is a triatomic, then we can specify it, how many vibrational degrees of freedom is there. But here it's a poly, so some amount of vibrational degrees of freedom we can say. Now we go for the next question. The molar specific heat of an ideal gas at constant pressure and volume are denoted by Cp and Cv. Gamma is given, Cp by Cv, and R is universal gas constant, then Cv is equal to. Now here, gamma is equal to Cp by Cv, and then we have to write formula for Cv. So here some mathematics we have to use. So I can do one thing here. So I can write this formula like gamma by 1. So I can write gamma minus 1 divided by 1. So similar manner, we can write Cp minus Cv by Cv. This is a mathematical arrangement. So we get this, and by using that, if we are written Cv is equal to Cp minus Cv divided by gamma minus 1. So this is specific heat at constant volume. And if we check all the options, it is not written anywhere. But here, by Mayer's equation, Cp minus Cv is R. Hence, we can substitute R instead of that. So we get R gamma minus 1. So R gamma minus 1 is written in the option B. So option B is the correct option for this question. Now we go for the next one. So here, for rigid diatomic molecule, universal gas constant R is equal to N into Cp, where Cp is the molar specific heat at constant pressure. N is the number, hence N is equal to. Now here, for rigid diatomic, number of degrees of freedom is 5. So internal energy we can write 5 by 2 RT. So by using that, we can write Cv is equal to derivative of this. So 5 by 2 R we write. So we have to find out Cp. Cp is equal to Cv plus R. So here Cv is 5 by 2 R plus R. So it is coming 7 by 2 R. Cp is 7 by 2 R. So that we substitute in a given equation. So R is equal to N into this Cp. So this R as it is N into this Cp, I write 7 by 2 R. So this R get cancelled. Hence we get N is equal to 2 by 7. Now 2 by 7. So 2 by 7 is coming 0 0.7 2s are 14, 6. Then 6, then 6, 7, 8s are. So 28. If you see the option which is starting from 0.28, it is option C. So Obviously 57 may be coming, so I'm not solving that. So I have to decide the answer only. So 0.2857 is the correct option for this. Next question. Heat energy is incident on surface at the rate of 1000 joule per minute. This is the rate of heat energy incident. If the coefficient of absorption is 0.8, absorption is 0.8. So coefficient of reflection 0.1. Then heat energy transmitted we have to find out. So here absorption is given, reflection is given. By using that coefficient of transmission we find out. So A plus R plus T is equal to 1. So T is 1 minus A plus R. So 1 minus this A is 0.8 and R is 0.1. So it is coming 0.9. So here this is 0.8 plus 0.9. So it is 0.9. So it is 0.1. So transmission is 0.1. Means this much is the heat energy incident. Out of that, only 0.1 is transmitted. So I can write here heat transmitted. Heat transmitted is equal to. So this Q multiplied by 0.1. Q is 1000 multiplied by 0.1. So it is coming 100. So heat transmitted is 100 per minute. This is a joule per minute. So, but we have to find out heat transmitted in 5 minutes. So multiplied it by time. In 1 minute 100, in 5 minutes means 500. So in 5 minutes, heat transmitted is equal to 100 into 5 is equal to 500. So 500 joule is the right answer for this question, and it is written in option B. So option B is the correct option here. अभी देखिए next problem देखिए. A black body, this is a printing mistake here. A black body radiate heat at temperature T1 and T2. तो यहाँ पे दिया है T1 and T2 का रिलेशन, वो है T2 ग्रेटर देन है T1. The frequency corresponding to maximum energy is. अभी यहाँ पे by Wien's displacement law हम लिख सकते हैं wavelength corresponding to maximum energy is inversely proportional to absolute temperature. तो ये हमें relation Wien's displacement law से मिल गया था. So you know that wavelength and frequency कैसे होते हैं? They are inversely related. So wavelength की जगह में velocity divided by a frequency लिख देता हूँ is equal to B divided by T. So frequency proportional to T होगा. अभी देखिए T2 ज्यादा बड़ा है तो फ्रीक्वेंसी मोर होगी T2 के लिए. सो यहाँ पे ऑप्शन आप देखेंगे यहाँ पे इक्वल नहीं आएगा, ये T2 ग्रेटर है तो फ्रीक्वेंसी corresponding to maximum energy is more at T2. So this is the right option. Next question देखिए. Dimension of Stephen's constant R. अभी देखिए by Stephen's law we can write Q upon AT is equal to sigma T raised to 4. ये ब्लैक बॉडी के लिए स्टीफन्स लॉ है, बाय स्टीफन्स लॉ. नाउ इसमें हमें क्या करना है, स्टीफन्स कांस्टेंट सिग्मा क्या आएगा, Q अपॉन A स्मॉल t इंटू टी रेज टू 4. अभी ये फॉर्मूला है, इसमें वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करके डायमेंशन आ जाएगा. Q यानी क्या होता है, हीट एनर्जी, क्वांटिटी ऑफ हीट. हीट यानी वर्क डन एनर्जी का डायमेंशन L2 M1 T माइनस 2 डिवाइडेड बाय एरिया का L2, टाइम का T1 एंड टेम्परेचर का केल्विन रेज टू 4. सो दिस वी हाउ टू सॉल्व. L रेज टू 2 L रेज टू 2 L रेज टू 0 ही आएगा, M रेज टू 1 आएगा, T रेज टू ये माइनस T रेज टू -2 डिवाइडेड बाय T रेज टू 1 ये आ जाएगा, T रेज टू -3, K रेज टू 4 है वो ऊपर जाके -4 हो जाएगा. So this is the dimension. Now this dimension is written यहाँ पे m रेश टू कुछ भी नहीं है, इसका मतलब 1 है, ये तो नहीं आएगा क्योंकि यहाँ पे t रेश टू 2 है, ये भी ऑप्शन नहीं आएगा। अभी ये आ सकता है बट l रेश टू 0 होना चाहिए था, यहाँ पे l रेश टू 1 है तो ये भी नहीं आएगा, तो ये राइट ऑप्शन है, l रेश टू 0 लिखा है यहाँ पे। So here option D is the correct option for this question. Now we go for the next one. A black rectangular surface of area A. So in this problem, area is A. Emit energy E per second at 27 degrees Celsius. If length and breadth are reduced to 1/3, so here both length as well as breadth, they are reduced to 1/3 of initial value and temperature is raised to 327 degrees Celsius, then energy emitted per second becomes, now here we have to use Stephen's law, Q upon AT is equal to sigma T raised to 4. So they given here energy per second, so energy divided by per second means time I am keeping, so sigma A T raised to 4. So and this energy they written E, sigma A T raised to 4. So this is the formula. And this formula we have to use case number 1. Now in the case number 1 they given area is A, energy is E, and temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. In Kelvin we can write it 300 Kelvin. So by using this formula we can write, so E is equal to sigma A1 T raised to 4, T1 raised to 4. Now area is A, sigma A T1 means there we substitute the value 300 raised to 4. So this is the E. So this is we are written by case 1. Similar manner, in the case 2 we can write area 2 is, now here this is rectangular, so area is length into breadth, but here both are reduced to 1/3. So here length by 3 and breadth by 3. So here we are getting, so L into B divided by 3 into 3, 9. So L into B is the area 1. So A. So basically A by 9 we get area 2. So here then the next one is T2. T2 is 327 degrees Celsius. In Kelvin we have to add 273 here. So 327 plus 273. So it is coming 600 Kelvin. So here we have to write energy 2 is equal to, by this formula we write it here, sigma as it is, area 2, temperature 2 raised to 4. So sigma, area 2 is A by 9 into temperature 2 is 600 raised to 4. Now the same formula we can write like this. So sigma into this area as it is, the 600 we can write 2 into 300 raised to 4 divided by 9. Now here we can write now. So 2 raised to 4 is 16, 16 by 9 multiplied by this sigma A and then 300 raised to 4. And this term is nothing but E, means this is the case number 1. So we can write 16 by 9, E is the value. 16 by 9, E is the value here for energy 2. So this is the answer. 16 by 9 of E. It is written in option D. So option D यहाँ पे correct option है. Now we have to go for the next one. Two spherical black bodies of radius R1 and R2. Radius is given R1 here, it is R2. And with surface temperature T1 and T2. Temperature 1 and temperature 2 दिया है, respectively. Radiate same power दिया है दोनों का. Then R1 by R2 must be equal to. So we can write here E is equal to, so, or we can write Q upon AT is equal to, Q upon AT is equal to sigma T raised to 4. So Q by T is equal to sigma A T raised to 4. Now here sigma area we can write pi r square T raised to 4. So this is the energy. So this is the formula. Now here we have to write the two cases, and for both the cases energy is same. So here energy is same means E1 is equal to E2. So E1 I can write sigma pi R1 square T1 raised to 4. Now here E2 sigma R2 square T2 raised to 4. So sigma pi Now here this constant, Stefan's constant and pi from both the side get cancelled. So we get R1 square into T1 raised to 4 is equal to R2 square into T2 raised to 4. Now by using that we have to write R1 by R2. So R1 by R2 square we get as a T2 by T1 raised to 4. Now R1 by R2 is equal to, we can write T2 by T1 raised to 2. And if you observe all the options, it is written in the option B. So option B is the correct option for the ratio of R1 by R2. Now next question. Two spheres P and Q of same color having radii 8 centimeter and 2 centimeter. So this is a radius, are maintained at temperature 127 degrees Celsius. If the temperature is increased to 527 degrees Celsius, then it radiates energy at the rate of. Now here two spheres are given, P and Q, same color having radii. Radius of P is 8 centimeter and radius of Q is 2 centimeter. They are maintained at temperature 127, and if temperature now increase, then they radiate energy at the rate. So the rate of radiation we have to find out. So here by Stefan's law, Q upon AT is equal to sigma T raised to 4. This is the formula. Or we can write Q by T is equal to sigma AT raised to 4. So this energy radiated per second is equal to sigma AT raised to 4. So this formula we can use. Now here we have to compare both the rate of radiation. So I can write E2 by E1 is equal to sigma A2 by A2 into this T2 raised to 4 divided by sigma A1 T1 raised to 4. This sigma get cancelled. So A1 and A2 we can write in term of radius. So pi R2 square, and here pi R1 square multiplied by T2 by T1 raised to 4. Now this pi get cancelled, R2 by R1. Now R2 is, means I am considering here second radius. So here it is 2 square. 2 square is 4 and 8 square is 64 multiplied by. So here second temperature is 527. 527 we have to write in term of Kelvin plus 273. So it is 800 Kelvin divided by temperature 1 is 127 means 400 Kelvin raised to 4. This 0 get cancelled, 2 raised to 4. So here 2 raised to 4 is 16. 4 by 64 into 16. So it is 16 4s. So 4 by 4. So it is coming 1. So we can write by a final relationship here. So A2 is 1 into A1, or we can write this is equal to 1. So here 1 is the answer. Thank you for watching Science Hub. If you like this video, don't forget to press this like button, subscribe my channel, and press notification bell to get update on latest video. Thank you.